All right, it is 9:25 on March 19th, 2021. We're here on the record. If I can have the parties put their appearance on the record.
Taylor May on behalf of the Office of the State Attorney.
Letitia George on behalf of the Office of the Public Defender.
Thank you. I don't know who they have. No, he's got Spanish now.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Alan Figueroa, State Certified Spanish Court Interpreter.
Have you previously been sworn?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning. I have you, if you can connect to the headset and ask if he can hear you, please.
Just 1 second, Your Honor.
Sí,
The defendant can hear me, Your Honor.
All right, sir, please tell me your name.
Carmelo Pagan Morales.
Almero Pagan Morales.
In case number 21 CF 3218, you're here charged with aggravated battery, domestic violence. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. There is probable cause in this case. I see that he qualifies for a pretrial release. Does the state object to that?
No, Your Honor, as the named victim is also a defendant in this case as well, so no, Your Honor.
Is that him?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Can we get the interpreter, instead of on the headset, can you connect to the loudspeaker? I have brothers
Not
here who both need your services. All right. The second gentleman who just walked in, please tell me your name.
Alexander Pagan.
Acabo de entrar. Diga su nombre. Señor, su nombre.
Alexander Pagan.
Alexander Pagan.
All right, you're here in 21 MM 1906, charged with battery domestic violence. There is probable cause. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office in your case as well, knowing that they'll have to conflict off of one of the cases.
Bien, usted se encuentra acá en el caso 21MM1906 por un caso de agresión física en violencia doméstica. Determino que existe indicio de criminalidad, se le designará defensor público. Ya dado el hecho, van a tener que retirarse de uno de los casos.
At this time, I'm going to place you both on pretrial release.
Se le emitirá a ambos la libertad provisional en este momento.
With special conditions, you're not allowed to have any contact with each other. I need you both to tell me you understand what no contact means.
Sí,
Pero con la
entiendo.
condición de que se le prohíbe el contacto a el uno con el otro. ¿Entiende lo que significa cero contacto entre ustedes?
Sí, entiendo.
Yes, I understand.
All right. Carmelo Pagan Morales, were you living with your brother at the same residence?
yes,
Bien, Carmelo Pagan Morales, ¿usted se encontraba viviendo con su hermano en la misma residencia?
yes. Pero no en
Yes.
the same room.
But not in the same room.
All right, at this time, I'm going to order both of you. You have to maintain a separate residence. That means you're not allowed to live in the same house. Do you both understand?
Yes, I
Bien,
do what you want. Yes,
Mr. Alexander Pagan, do you understand?
Yeah, understand.
So, Your Honor, just for the interpreter, do they not need the interpreter then?
I don't know. Do you all speak and understand English?
no,
No.
everything,
Not everything.
No, they're saying they don't understand everything.
Your Honor, if I may give them the instruction, if they're going to pick one language, to stick to one language or the other, because the back and forth makes it very difficult for the interpreter to then, because then the interpreter doesn't know what they do and what they don't understand.
Yes,
So,
please do.
caballeros, si van a usar el intérprete, contesten entonces en español, porque si no, entonces yo no sé
Ok.
qué es lo que entienden y qué es lo que no entienden. ¿Bien?
Ok.
Bien, tienen que buscarse otro paradero los dos. No pueden vivir en la misma casa juntos.
okay.
Ok.
All right, so I'm ordering that you maintain a separate residence from each other, which means you cannot live in the same house.
Bien. De nuevo, la jueza le está diciendo que no pueden vivir en la misma casa juntos.
Ok.
Carmelo has a question. Yes, sir.
Nosotros no
¿Cuál es su
vivimos
pregunta,
en la
señor
misma
Carmelo?
habitación. Él vive retirado de mí. Yo vivo en el segundo piso, él vive en el primer piso y vive como a 100 pies de mi apartamento. Pero vivimos en la misma residencia porque es un complejo, como si fuera un shopping. Pero nosotros no vivimos en la misma habitación. Yo tengo mi habitación aparte.
We don't live in the same room. I have my room upstairs. He has his downstairs, and it's not even in the same house per se, because it's like an apartment complex. We each have our own space. It's about 100 feet away from each other.
Do you have locks on your doors?
Yes.
¿Tienen seguros en las puertas?
Sí, eso es correcto.
Yes, that's correct.
Do you share one front door?
¿Ustedes comparten la misma entrada?
No. Él
No.
tiene diferentes entradas y yo entro por la área derecha, él entra por el área izquierda, que vendría siendo por el área de atrás.
No, we each have our own separate entrance to the complex. He goes in through the left, and my door is to the right. It would be like if it's one in the front and the other one in the back.
Alexander Pagan, can you confirm that for me?
Alexander Pagan, ¿me puedes confirmar esa información?
Sí, es cierto.
Yes, that's true.
So if I allow you to both return to the same place, you're telling this court you can enter and exit the building without ever seeing each other.
Entonces, si yo les permito a ambos ustedes regresar a esa residencia, me están diciendo que ustedes pueden entrar y salir cada uno por su parte sin tener que encontrarse.
Es correcto.
Eso es correcto.
That's correct. Correct.
All right, then I'll allow you to live there, but you're not allowed to have any contact with each other. So if you're driving home from work at the same time and one of you gets out of the car, the other one needs to wait so that you don't have any contact at this time. Do you understand?
Sí,
Entonces, les
entiendo.
permitiré regresar a sus residencias, pero si ambos ustedes llegan a la misma hora, digamos, ambos lleguen del trabajo a la misma hora y uno se está bajando del carro, el otro tiene que esperar para bajarse después y así no se encuentren. ¿Bien?
Como ustedes
Es
digan.
correcto.
At this time, neither of you is allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, a firearm, or ammunition. Do you understand?
Se le prohíbe a los dos la tenencia de ningún tipo de arma ni de ningún tipo de municiones. ¿Lo han entendido?
Sí, lo entiendo.
Sí.
Yes, understood.
All right, good luck to both of you then.
Thank
Bien,
you.
gracias. Buena suerte a ambos.
Yeah, because they have separate.
Sorry.
Yes, sir, hold on, one has a question.
Yes.
Diga, señor, ¿cuál es su pregunta?
¿Qué va a pasar ahora?
So what happens now?
So you'll be able to be released on pretrial release, and you'll need to get in contact with your attorney right away because the state of Florida is going to make a charging decision as to whether they're going forward with both of your cases.
Bien, cada uno de ustedes ahora quedará en libertad bajo libertad provisional. Deben contactarse lo antes posible con sus abogados porque la fiscalía tomará la decisión si radican cargos o no.
While you're on pretrial release, if either of you violates any of the court's orders, you'll be arrested and brought back to jail.
Mientras se encuentren en libertad provisional, si alguno de ustedes incumple con las órdenes del juzgado, serán arrestados y traídos de vuelta a la cárcel.
You understand?
¿Lo entienden?
Understand.
Yes. Yo necesito pagar algo para salir, como están diciendo.
Do I need to pay anything to be able to get out?
No.
No.
And get out today?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, good luck to both of you.
Thank you.
Buena suerte a
Have a good
ambos.
day.
Have a great day.
You as well. All right, next we'll have the headphones. If you can connect back to the headphones, please.
Already connected, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. They're cleaning them now. Please tell me your name.
Gertrudis Vanessa Rostay Gómez. Gertrudis Vanessa Rostay Gómez.
Gertrudis Vanessa Rostay Gómez.
Ma'am, you're here in 21 MM 1890, charged with battery domestic violence. There is probable cause in this case. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You qualify for pretrial release. At this time, I'll place you on pretrial release with special conditions. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means?
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't contact him through friends or family, electronic communication. You can't call him on the phone. No contact. You can't possess a weapon of any kind, firearm or ammunition. I'll order that you maintain a separate residence. I'll allow a one-time return with law enforcement to gather your belongings, but you cannot live together. Do you understand?
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck.
No, perdón, quiero hacer una pregunta.
I have a question.
A mí,
Yes.
a mí no me dejaron hablar nada. Yo no hablo el idioma. El señor solamente llamó y la víctima aquí soy yo, no él. Entonces yo quiero saber qué es lo que va a pasar conmigo.
I wasn't allowed to say anything and I don't speak the language. But I just want to say the gentleman is not the victim. I am the victim here, and I don't know how I can go about to get that through.
Talk to your attorney about it, and you can call law enforcement and make a report if you want to do that.
Ya, pero ahora qué va a pasar conmigo? Yo me voy a quedar
Okay.
aquí o yo ya puedo salir.
What's going to happen with me now? Am I going to have to stay in here, or am I able to get out?
No, I placed you on pretrial release. You'll be released today.
Yo puedo llamar ya a mis familiares que yo ya salí.
Am I able to call my family to let them know I'll be getting out?
Yes, but you're not able to call him.
No, sí, eso tengo claro. Yo sé que no lo voy a llamar a él, pero ya puedo llamar a mi hija para que me venga a recoger.
Yes, I understood that. I'm not going to call him, but I can call my daughter to come pick me up.
Yes.
Entonces ahora mismo ya salgo. Estoy yo
So I'll be-
preocupada.
So I'll be getting out right now. Then I'm just really worried.
I don't know how long it will take them to process your release, but you'll be released today.
¿Y tengo que pagar algo?
Do I need to pay anything?
No.
Gracias, muchas gracias.
You're welcome. Good luck, ma'am.
Your Honor, Iran Barrios Bundit.
Okay? Please tell me your name.
Zoraida Núñez.
Zoraida Núñez.
You're here in case number 20 CF 14570AO. A warrant was issued for your arrest for count 1, criminal mischief greater than $1,000, counts 2, 3, and 4, criminal mischief more than $200 but less than $1,000. Another judge has already found probable cause. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Your bond is $1,000 on count 1, $500 on counts 2, 3, and 4. You're not allowed to have any contact with any of the listed victims or any witnesses in the case. You're not allowed to go within 500 feet of the victim's apartment or vehicles. Do you understand?
Sí.
Yes.
Your Honor, she does qualify for pretrial release. I show she has no criminal history, and she's employed full-time.
What says the state?
State has no objection to PTR, given that she does qualify and we do not have any victim input here today.
Wait, I couldn't hear you.
I have no objection to PTR, given that she does qualify and there's no victim impact here today. With all the same conditions.
All right, I'll place you on pretrial release with all of those same conditions. You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, a firearm, or ammunition. Do you understand?
Sí, ¿puedo
Yes.
hablar sobre algo? Puedo decirle que en una oportunidad me llevaron a un lugar que se llama Aspire y yo
I just want
tengo
to say,
problemas de depresión y de que Ahora no me acordaba, ya recordé el nombre de cómo se llama, de paranoia, que siento que la gente me quiere perjudicar.
I
Eso es
just
lo que
wanted to
quiero
say,
acotar, no es más nada. Lo demás lo
I,
entendí perfectamente.
I just wanted to say that I was taken to a place called Aspire. I suffer from depression and also from paranoia. I get anxious and I think that people are out to harm me or hurt me. I just wanted to say that so you were aware.
Thank you, ma'am. At this time, I'd like to have her screened for mental health pretrial release. If she doesn't qualify for mental health pretrial release, she'll still be on pretrial release. All right, good luck, ma'am.
So, or mental health pretrial release
Yes, if qualifies.
qualifies.
Is that all for Spanish?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. I think that's all we need this morning.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a nice day. Please tell me your name.
Juan Charles.
I'm sorry, what?
Juan Charles.
Get your mask on.
Oh, I don't have his paperwork. Can we bring him back at the end?
Yes.
You can put it up here.
Where? Oh, wait, I do have it. No, it's right here. I still am not sure why he's here.
He's just here because he came in on a warrant that was RR, but he also had fads. So when they closed out the RR, he wasn't seen on the court list, but we still have to address his fads, if you want to take action or not.
I'll take no action on any of those at this time. Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Allison Garrett.
In case number 21 CF 323180, you're here charged with aggravated assault, domestic violence, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, domestic violence, and criminal mischief. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. There is probable cause in this case. Your bond will be $150 on count one, $5,000 on count two, and $150 on count three. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means?
Yes, ma'am.
No electronic communication. You can't send a message to a friend or family member. No contact. You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, a firearm or ammunition. You'll be subject to random drug screens while you're out on bond. Were you living together?
I just got a trespassing on him a couple months ago, and I was in the middle of getting a restraining order. I filled out my paperwork. I just had to go back to the courthouse to give it to them.
So my question is, were you living in the same residence with him?
No, ma'am.
All right, I'll order that you maintain a separate residence. Who lives at 1718 37th Street?
I guess the guy that he was hanging out with.
So that's not your residence?
No, ma'am.
All right, you're not allowed to return to that address for any reason. Are there any other conditions the state would request?
No, Your Honor. No, Your
Good
Honor.
luck, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please tell me your name.
Lynn Lee Gerard.
In case 20 CF 14268, a warrant was issued for your arrest for aggravated battery and battery domestic violence. Another judge has already found probable cause. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. Ma'am, do you wish to testify?
I just want this to be closed. They were supposed to be
Hold-
closed.
Stop talking. If you want to say something to the court, I need to swear you in.
Okay,
Raise your right hand.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
State you may inquire.
I just want this to be
No,
closed.
I'm asking the state to ask you questions.
Okay.
Good morning, ma'am. What is your name?
Ciara Brady,
And can you spell your last name, please?
Brady.
And what is your relationship to Mr. Gerard?
I am his fiance.
And are you afraid of him?
No, ma'am.
Were drugs or alcohol involved in this incident?
When it took place, yes, we were drinking.
And has anything like this ever happened before?
No, ma'am.
Do you want to have contact with him?
I'm sorry?
Do you want to have contact
Yes.
with him? And are you willing to call 911 if anything were to ever occur in the future?
No, we don't have any issues.
If anything were ever to be violent between the two of you, would you be willing to call law enforcement?
Sure.
No questions, Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to inquire?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
At this time, your bond will be $5,000 on count one, $100 on count two. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means? You have to answer out loud.
Yes, ma'am.
No electronic communication. You can't send a message through a friend or family member. You can't call her on the phone. No contact. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm or ammunition. You're not allowed to possess or consume illegal substances or alcohol, and you'll be subject to random drug and alcohol screens while you're out on bond. Who lives at 1550 Gay Road Apartments, number 414? Is that your house? Is that her residence? I need you to answer out loud. All right, at this time, I'm ordering that you maintain a separate residence, but you don't live there.
No.
So you don't need to return there to gather belongings. All right. So at this time, I'm ordering that you maintain a separate residence, and you're not allowed to return to 1550 Gay Road, apartment 414, Winter Park, Florida. Ma'am, did you want to say something else?
I mean, we're engaged.
I understand what you're telling me.
It's impossible for us to not be together.
It's not impossible, and at this time, he's not allowed to have contact with you while he's out on bond. So his attorney can file a motion in front of the trial judge to change that order.
Okay.
But for now,
Okay.
I think it's a good idea for everyone to stay separate for a little bit,
Okay.
breathe,
Okay.
and then once his attorney files a motion to change that, if another judge changes that order, you can have contact.
Okay.
This is not forever.
Okay.
This is right now,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Arthur Home.
In case number 21 CF 2266, a warrant was issued for your arrest for domestic battery by strangulation and tampering with a witness. Another judge has already found probable cause in this case. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
Your Honor, we would ask that he be placed on pretrial release. I don't see any convictions in Florida. Yeah, let me just check. No convictions at all. 0 failures to appear.
What says the state?
I have no objection, given that he does qualify for PTR, and we don't have victim impact here today.
I will place you on pretrial release. In addition, you'll have to post a monetary bond. The bond on count one will be $5,000. The bond on count two will be $150. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means? You can't call her on the phone. You can't send a text message. You can't send a message through social media or through a friend or family member. Do you understand? You can't return to this scene for any reason. Do you understand?
The scene in question?
Yes.
But it's my house. We don't live together anymore. She moved.
I don't know if she moved, and I don't have any jurisdiction over her. So I can't order her not to be there, but I can order you not to be there.
Your Honor, and we would argue that based on him not having any criminal history, to set a bond and pretrial release in his case seems excessive. He has no criminal history at all, other than an arrest.
Counselor, did you read the affidavit?
I did, Your Honor. However, we would still ask that those are just the facts. They have not been proven yet. Those are
I understand.
allegations.
But the court's specifically concerned about the text message where he said, you better tell them it was a bad dream or something, make it go away. You don't want me as your enemy, I promise you, you have a lot more to lose than I do. I'm specifically concerned about that language,
Okay, Your Honor.
and I need to do everything in this court's power to ensure that he doesn't have any contact with the victim after he's already threatened some kind of harm. I'll order that you maintain a separate residence. If she's at that residence, you can't be there. Do you understand? You're not allowed to be within 1,000 feet of her for any reason at all. You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, a firearm or ammunition.
150.
You're not allowed to drink alcohol or possess an alcoholic beverage or take any drugs of any kind without a prescription. You'll be subject to random drug and alcohol screens while you're on pretrial release. Are there any other conditions the state would request?
No, Your Honor.
Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Christopher Lamb.
He has a private attorney. Can you get his attorney on the line?
Oh, okay.
He has a private attorney. We're going to see if we can get your attorney on the line first. This is Judge Gibson. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Your Honor.
I have State of Florida versus Christopher Lamb here. Would you like to put your appearance on the record?
Yes, Blaine McChesney on behalf of Christopher Lamb.
All right, this is case number 21 CF 3232AO. Mr. Lamb, you're charged with aggravated assault and battery domestic violence. A warrant was issued for your arrest. Another judge has already found probable cause.
Your Honor, the
I see
state
the
has
state
filed
standing.
a motion for pretrial detention in this case.
You did?
May I approach?
Yes, please. All right, Mr. Blaine, could you hear what the prosecutor said?
I did, Your Honor. Of course, I don't have a copy of the motion. If she can email that,
Can you email it to him?
if we can
The motion?
readdress.
And Mr. Blaine, I'm having a really hard time understanding you. If you can get really close to your phone, I just want to make sure what you say is on the record and we can understand it.
I appreciate that, Your Honor. I'm out on speaker.
I think he asked, was he on speaker?
I'm sorry, try that one more time?
Can you hear me better now?
A little bit.
Yeah, this is as good as it gets. I'm not on speaker, and I'm right up to the mic.
All right, let me know when you get the motion from the state, please.
Sure. If you want to readdress, Your Honor, we can do that.
I just sent the email, Your Honor.
She just sent it. It's not long.
Okay, I've read it, Your Honor.
All right, does the state have any argument?
Yes, Your Honor. Pursuant to Florida Rule of Criminal Procedure 3.132, this motion was filed before IAs, and there was probable cause in this case. Therefore, we're asking to have a hearing within 5 days and for him to be held at no bond pending that hearing.
Does the defense have any response?
Your Honor, I just read the motion. I would note that my client turned himself in on this.
Sir, I can't understand you. I'm sorry.
Okay, do you want to try calling me back?
I still couldn't understand that.
I think he asked me if he can call back. I don't even know if he can call back. Can you call back?
Your Honor, I have COVID, so I can't come down there.
I understand. I just can't understand you.
You want me to try calling?
Okay.
So, hold on. Let me just tell you. Based on the state's motion and the probable cause affidavit and the warrant, I'm inclined to grant the state's motion.
Well, the defense would object, Your Honor.
Okay, I did hear that. All right, at this time, I'm going to grant the motion. What's the date? The 19th of March. Sir, even while you're in custody, you're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means? You can't send a message through a friend or family member or call her on the phone. No contact at all. Did you say yes? Sorry, I want to make sure that I hear you. Mr. Blaine,
Yes, Your Honor.
I signed the order. I granted the state's motion. I understand that you object. You'll have a hearing within 5 days. That'll be set. Is there anything further from the defense?
No, Your Honor. You want me to contact the judicial assistant in the division?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that now. Thank you.
I believe it'll be, the motion, or the hearing will be in front of the trial judge.
That's what he said.
Okay.
Yes. He'll do that. Okay. And
No,
thank you,
thanks,
Mr.
Your
I'm
Honor.
sorry for the sound. I just want to make sure that we could hear you.
I appreciate it, Your Honor. Thank you for trying.
Yes, sir.
You still have
Get
Have a
well.
good day.
You keep the phones at 9?
Yes.
And then you
No contact, right. Because you can't bond out. All right, good luck, sir.
Judge.
Yes. I'm holding you at no bond right now. The state moved for pretrial for pretrial detention. So I'm holding you right now at no bond. Your attorney is going to schedule a hearing in the next 5 days in front of the trial court.
Trial?
I can't hear you.
I have to go to trial?
No, you won't go to trial yet. You'll have a hearing.
Okay.
So that judge will make a new determination. That judge might give you a bond. Good luck.
all of this stuff that they gave you, this was just filed as a supplemental,
Is it what?
as a supplemental report.
It should go with the state's motion.
So you just want all to go with?
Right,
the
all
motion?
with the state's
Okay.
motion. Please tell me your name.
Yvonne Payne.
You're here in 21 CF 3209AO, charged with aggravated battery on a pregnant person. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. There is probable cause. Ma'am, do you wish to testify?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
State, you may inquire.
Good morning, ma'am. Can you please state your name for the record?
Julia Walker.
And can you spell your last name?
Walker.
Thank you. And what is your relationship to Mr. Payne?
His ex-girlfriend?
And are you afraid of him?
No.
If he were to get out of jail today, would you be afraid of him?
Yes.
Were drugs or alcohol involved in this incident?
No.
Has anything like this ever happened before between the two of you?
Yes.
How long ago was the last incident, would you say?
February 8th, February 9th?
Okay. And do you want to have contact with him?
No.
And are you willing to call 911 if anything like this were to ever occur in the future?
Yes.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to inquire?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. I see he qualifies for pretrial release. Does the state object?
Yes, Your Honor, given the testimony that she is afraid of her safety and something like this has occurred within the past about month, according to the victim, the state would object to PTR.
Your Honor, we would argue that if you place him on pretrial release, if he goes to see her or anything like that, he'll be brought back in front of you and held at no bond. So we would ask that based on the fact that he has no criminal history, he's employed full-time, that he be placed on pretrial release.
Ma'am, he qualifies for a program that we call pretrial release, which means he would be released without having to post a monetary bond, but he has to check in with the program. Do you object to that?
No.
All right, at this time, I am going to place you on pretrial release. With special conditions, you're not allowed to have any contact with her. Do you understand what no contact means? You can't call her on the phone. You can't send a text message. You can't send a message through an app on your phone. You can't send a message through a friend or a family member. No contact at all. Do you understand?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
She's about to have a baby, so when that happens, that still can't have any contact?
No.
Okay, I just want to know.
No. You may not have any contact with her for any reason at all. You can't be within 1,000 feet of her. Are there any other conditions the state would request?
No, Your Honor.
I don't see any alcohol or drugs involved in this.
Are you going to order separate residences?
Yes, who lives at, does anyone live at the Sheraton?
No.
You were just there?
Yeah.
All right, you're not allowed to return to the Sheraton at 600 North Lake Destiny Road in Maitland. You're also not allowed to be at her residence for any reason at all. Do you understand that? You have to answer out loud.
Sorry, yes.
So I'm ordering that you maintain a separate residence and you cannot return to her residence. You understand?
That had anything to do with my kids?
Not at this time. Your attorney can file a motion in front of the trial judge to amend my order, but at this time, you can't have any contact with her, even about children. No.
I just have a moment.
Ordering any weapon, no weapon.
Oh, no, you're not allowed to possess any weapons, firearm, or ammunition. Do you understand? Okay. Anything else, Ms. George?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. Good luck, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Please tell me your name.
Owen Rogers.
In case number 21 CF 3213, you're here charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, domestic violence, and battery domestic violence. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. There is probable cause in this case.
What's that?
I'm sorry?
What's probable cause?
You were arrested by police officers. They submitted a probable cause affidavit, which tells the court the probable cause they found for your arrest. I reviewed it, and I do find there's probable cause for your arrest. So at this time, your bond will be $1,000 on count 1, $100 on count 2. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. Do you understand what I mean by no contact?
Yes.
You can't contact them through the phone, an app on your phone, send a message through friends or family members. No contact at all. You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm, or ammunition. Do you live together?
Yeah, we was together. He was abusive.
I'm sorry?
He's very abusive. I was sitting on the outside of his the complex. I had moved my stuff out of there.
Okay, so you don't live together now?
Well, I was moving out. I haven't got the rest of my stuff out. He locked me out.
All right, I'll order that you maintain a separate residence, but I'll allow a one-time return with law enforcement to gather your belongings.
Okay, thank you.
But you can't contact him to gather your belongings. You contact law enforcement.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are there any other conditions the state would request?
No, Your Honor.
Can't possess a weapon of any kind, firearm, or ammunition. Good luck. Please tell me your name.
Brad Thomas. Brad Thomas.
All right. In case number 21CF 30350, you're here because a warrant was issued for your arrest for false imprisonment, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, and domestic battery. Another judge has already found probable cause. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Your bond will be $10,000 on count 1, $150 on count 2, and $100 on count 3. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll order that you maintain a separate residence. You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm, or ammunition. You're not allowed to possess any illegal substances. And you'll be subject to random screens. As to case number 21CF 1833 and 21CF 2850, at this time I'm revoking your bonds. Your attorney will have to file a motion in front of the trial judge. Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Sean Anthony Williams.
In case number 21CF 2557, you're here because a warrant was issued for your arrest, charging you with burglary of a dwelling with an assault or battery, battery domestic violence, and assault domestic violence. Another judge has already found probable cause. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. At this time, your bond will be none on count 1. I'm sorry, $150 on count, $100 on count 2 and $100 on count 3. You're not allowed to have any contact with Rhonda Bell. Do you understand what no contact means? You have to answer out loud.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't call on the phone, send a message through a friend or family member, no contact at all. You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm or ammunition, and you're not allowed to return to 4801 Raleigh Street in Orlando, Florida. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I show that you're currently on probation. I don't know if that's accurate and that you're a violent felony offender of special concern. If you are on probation, then a violation of probation warrant will likely follow. I just want you to be aware of that. Good luck, sir.
Your Honor, the conditions you set were just no contact and a no return?
Yes. And no weapons, no firearms.
Thank you.
Please tell me your name.
Jessica Miller.
In case number 21MM1909, you're here charged with battery domestic violence. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. There is probable cause in this case. Your bond will be $500. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means?
Yes, ma'am.
No electronic communication. You can't send a message through a friend or family member. No contact at all. You're not allowed to return to 4190 Conroy Road. You're also not allowed to have any contact with any witnesses in the case. You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm, or ammunition. At this time, I'm revoking your bond in case number 20MM583580. Good luck, ma'am. Please tell me your name.
Alvin Moore.
You're here in case number 21MM1892AO, charged with battery domestic violence. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. There is probable cause in this case. Ma'am, do you wish to testify?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
State, you may inquire.
Good morning, ma'am. Can you please state your name for the record?
Sharon Shaw.
And what is your relationship to Mr. Moore?
We were dating.
Are you afraid of him?
No.
If he were to get out of jail today, would you be afraid of him?
No.
Were drugs or alcohol involved in this incident?
No.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
In January. But we didn't go to jail. There was no one arrested, but in January.
Okay, so in January, there was a little bit of violence between the two of you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to have contact with Mr. Moore?
Yes.
And are you willing to call 911 in the future if anything violent were to ever occur again?
Yes.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to inquire?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Moore, you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you work?
I work for Apple Corporation.
As an engineer?
Yes, ma'am.
You have an engineering degree?
Yes, ma'am. Double degree.
Is your job is not in Florida?
I work remotely. My office is in Cupertino, California. I fly there occasionally.
And you're planning to move to Virginia?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
In a month.
All right, I see that you qualify for pretrial release. At this time, I'll place you on pretrial release. For now, you're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means?
According to this,
You can't call her on the phone, send a message through a friend or family member, send a message on an app, no contact.
may I ask a question, ma'am?
Yes,
We reside in the same place, and I'm in the process of moving.
right now you don't. I'll order that you maintain a separate residence, and I'll allow a one-time return with law enforcement to gather your belongings. But you can't call her to arrange that return. You coordinate that through law enforcement.
If she were to move outside, would I be able? My office is in the residence.
Right, I'm ordering that you maintain a separate residence. So if she doesn't live there, you can live there. But I can't order her to leave. So if she's living there, you can't live there.
Yes, ma'am.
All right?
Yes, ma'am.
You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm, or ammunition.
Ma'am, may
Yes.
I ask, when is this until? How long does this last? This order last?
The conditions of bond
Yeah, no, the condition, how long will this no contact order be in?
until another judge changes it.
Okay,
So your attorney can file a motion in front of the trial judge and ask that judge to change this order. But until you have an order from a judge that says you can have contact with her, you cannot.
okay.
You understand?
Even though she said she's not scared or anything like that?
Right. I'm still ordering no contact at this time.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I can leave, and he can stay in the residence,
Okay.
but I'll have my car parked there. I'll leave the state.
I'm just saying you have to maintain a separate. So if you leave, he can live there.
Because I don't have any other place to go in Florida. I have no place to go, but I have places to go in other states.
Okay, but I'm not telling you you have to leave.
Right, I
You
understand that.
Okay, so sir, when you get out, if she's not at the residence, you can live there. You just can't live there together.
I understand. I'm trying to understand, after today, after today, will I be able to have a lawyer or get in front of another judge?
Yes, you have a lawyer. I've appointed the public defender's office to represent you.
And it
so-
can be filed like tomorrow
Can
or
I have a
whatever?
moment, Your Honor?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's your attorney.
Your Honor, will you allow him to move to Virginia if he's still on pretrial release?
Yes. Yes, ma'am, did you have a question?
What I was saying is, I can leave today or tomorrow, and he can come home.
Okay.
To his house.
He'll be released today. I don't know how long it will take, but he will be released today.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you understand, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am, for coming. Good luck, sir. Yes.
I'm being able to be released on my own recognizance?
No, it's similar. I'm placing you on pretrial release.
Okay.
So you won't have to post a monetary bond. You'll be released at some point today. Good luck. Please tell me your name.
Jesus Ramos.
In 21MM1898AO, you're here charged with 5 counts of battery domestic violence.
Oh, miss.
Yeah,
I was wondering why it was
sir.
considered 5 counts.
It's 5 separate episodes. They didn't occur all at the same time. I reviewed the probable cause affidavit, and there is probable cause in this case. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
Your Honor, can I have just a moment?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your bond will be $500 on count 1, $100 on counts 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means? You can't call her on the phone, send a message through a friend, you can't contact her on social media, nothing. I'll order that you're not allowed to return to this residence for any reason. Do you understand? You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm, or ammunition. You're not allowed to possess or consume alcohol, and you'll be subject to random screens once you're released. At this time, in case number 20 CF 7269, I'm revoking your bond. Good luck, sir.
So, I have a bond on this case, but the one I was already on bond for you revoked.
I did.
That means I cannot bond out.
Correct. So talk to your attorney before you post the bond in the new case, because you're not getting out even after you post that bond until another judge changes that. Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Angelo Thomas, ma'am.
In case number 21MM1914, you're here charged with battery, domestic violence, and resisting an officer without violence. There is probable cause. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. He qualifies for pretrial release?
Yes, Your Honor.
State has no objection, Your Honor, given the nature of the offense.
All right, I'm going to place you on pretrial release with special conditions. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim.
Can I?
Yes, you can ask me a question.
I thought I was representing myself, and everyone keeps telling me to shush.
I just appointed the public defender's office to represent you.
I'd rather represent myself because the story isn't like that. Is the girl here? My girlfriend should be here.
I don't see her at this time. Let me explain to you what we're doing here today. I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I'm telling you there is probable cause in this case for your arrest. I'm going to establish your bond conditions, and that's it. We're not having an evidentiary hearing. There will not be a trial here today. So everything you say is being on the record, is being recorded and can be used against you. So if you talk about the facts of the case and you say something that's incriminating, the state of Florida can pull the tape and play that for a jury later if there's a jury trial.
Well, I will have a time to fight this. I really don't want this on my record because
It doesn't matter if you want it on your record. It is at this time. You've been arrested and there is probable cause for that arrest. So what you'll have to do is talk to an attorney unless you want to continue representing yourself about how to handle your case. If you have some defenses you think you can raise, you can do that, but not this morning.
so where do I go?
You stay here and listen to what I say. I'm not done. At this time, I'm going to place you on pretrial release with special conditions. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means?
I was her ride here, and she's expecting me, so.
So do you understand what no contact means?
Yeah, I guess.
So you're making gestures that tell me you don't understand. No contact means you can't call her on the phone, you can't contact her through social media, you can't send a message through a friend, you can have no contact with her at all.
But ma'am, on the defenses, how's my girlfriend going to get home from Orlando?
I don't know anything about your girlfriend being in Orlando. I'm telling you, you can't have any contact with her.
Yes, but I'm her ride home.
You're not now. You can't talk to her. You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, a firearm or ammunition. I'll order that you maintain a separate residence. Were you living together? All right, you can't at this time. I'll allow a one-time return with law enforcement to gather your belongings, but you can't live in the same house. Do you understand?
So what happens if I don't sign that no contact agreement?
Nothing. I've still ordered it, so if you violate the no contact order, you'll be arrested and come back to jail.
May I ask why you ordered it? ma'am?
Because this is a domestic battery case, and in most domestic battery cases, this court orders no contact. I'm not going to change that at this time. Your attorney, if you have an attorney, can file a motion in front of the trial judge to change that, but at this time, I'm not changing it. You're not allowed to return to Burger King at 7667 International Drive, Orlando, Florida. Are there any other conditions the state would request?
The only other condition, Your Honor, I believe alcohol played a part in this event.
I'll order that you're not allowed to possess or consume alcoholic beverages, and you'll be subject to random alcohol screens. Sir, do you not live in Orlando?
Ma'am, I didn't get a DUI.
Sir, do you live in Orlando?
No, I live in Cocoa.
I'm sorry?
I live in Cocoa.
Okay, I'll authorize that he's allowed to return to Cocoa while on pretrial release. You understand that you can't possess or consume alcohol, right? You'll be subject to random alcohol screens. So you understand that?
When am I able to really fight this? Because I didn't domestically abuse anyone. The officer worded it like that. He said that, and because he ripped my shirt off, started, doing whatever.
If you have any defenses, your attorney can raise them if you'd like to be represented by an attorney. You can hire an attorney, you can represent yourself, or I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
But you said not this morning, so when?
No, I can appoint the public defender today, or you can hire an attorney. It won't be this morning, obviously.
You said I can represent myself. I have all the facts.
You can, but we're not having a hearing on that today, is what I'm telling you.
The judge is only here to give you a bond. Later on, when you have another hearing, they can address all of that.
The bond?
You're being released on pretrial release.
I placed you on pretrial release so you don't have to post a monetary bond.
Okay. So this isn't the real trial, so I'm doing all.
This isn't a trial at all.
Okay, all right. You should have told me.
I did say that very clearly at the beginning. Do you want the public defender's office appointed? I did appoint him.
Okay, you gonna keep it?
Yeah, I'll keep it. He can hire another attorney if he wants later.
Your Honor, for now, can you appoint us if later down the line?
Right, I did.
Okay.
Yes. The public defender's office is appointed. Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Lorraine Torres.
Is that your whole name?
Lorraine Regine Torres Zapata.
All right, and 21 MM 56AE, you're here charged with battery. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. There is probable cause. Sir, do you wish to testify?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please raise your right hand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
State.
Good morning. Can you please state your name for the record?
Dante Paul Bonino,
Can you please spell your last name?
Bonino.
And what is your relationship to Miss Torres Zapata?
She is my girlfriend.
Are you afraid of her?
No, ma'am, I am not.
If she were to get out of jail today, would you be afraid of her?
No, ma'am, I would not.
Were drugs or alcohol involved in this altercation?
No, ma'am, they were not.
And has anything like this ever happened before between the two of you?
No, ma'am.
Do you want to have contact with her?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
And are you willing to call 911 in the future if anything else like this were to occur?
Yes, ma'am.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to inquire?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I just want to be sure I'm clear. You do want to have contact with her?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you living together?
Yes, ma'am, we are.
Do you want her to return to the residence?
Yes, ma'am, I do. And Your Honor, I actually, I understand that Florida is a zero tolerance policy for domestic violence. I actually want the charges dropped.
You have to talk to the state attorney's office about that. So this is now the state of Florida versus Lorraine Torres Zapata.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not you versus her. The state is prosecuting her. So the state has the power to drop the charges or to file them.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
But based on your testimony here today, the facts of this case, and your lack of criminal history, ma'am, I'm going to place you on pretrial release. I'm going to allow you to have contact with the victim, but it has to be peaceful contact. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yes, I understand.
You can't even raise your voice, you understand?
Yes.
You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm or ammunition. I'm going to allow you to return to the residence, but I would just caution you that if there's any more fighting, you're the one that can come back to jail. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. Good luck, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Please tell me your name.
Daryl Bradshaw.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Daryl Bradshaw.
Oh, okay. In case number 21 CT 2145, you're here charged with no valid driver's license. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. Did you wish to be heard, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. I did discuss the state's offer on both counts, the driving while license suspended or revoked with knowledge. The state's offering an adjudication of guilt, credit time served. And on the no valid driver's license, the state is also offering an adjudication of guilt, credit time served. I did speak with my client, went over all the rights that he would be giving up. And he stated he would like to accept the state's offer and enter a plea no contest.
Please raise your right hand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your attorney just informed the court that you'd like to enter pleas today to both the charge of no valid driver's license and driving without a valid, and driving while license suspended. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand the rights you're giving up by doing this?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that driving while license suspended is an enhanceable offense. What that means is after you get so many convictions, the state can charge it as a felony. You know that?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you say yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. At this time, how do you wish to plead to the charges of driving while license suspended and no valid driver's license?
No content.
And you understand that by entering a plea of no contest, if you're on probation, this plea could violate that probation?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand if you're not a United States citizen, this plea could subject you to deportation?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll accept your pleas of no contest. I find them freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you guilty in both cases. I'll give you credit for
In his new case, he has 2 days.
2 days on the no valid driver's license.
Let me check for the out-of-mark.
All right. I'll have to order that you pay court costs in both cases. I'll give you a year to pay it.
Yes,
You can't drive without a valid driver's license. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and I'll give you credit for, I don't know how many days yet.
Thank you.
10 days.
10 days on the driving while license suspended. Did you hear me, sir? You're getting 10 days credit on that charge.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir.
Thank you.
You have 30 days to appeal in writing.
It was adjudication of guilt on both.
Yes. Please tell me your name.
Tyler Bryant.
You're here because a warrant was issued for your arrest in Pasco County in case number 18 CF 7673 for failing to appear on simple battery and felony, that doesn't tell me what the felony is. Your bond in each count is $5,000. We'll notify them that you're here. Oh, it's 2 batteries.
I think it's 2 counts of simple battery. You're
I see, all right. In 21 CT 2146, you're here charged with driving while license suspended. There is probable cause. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you.
Can I have just a moment, Your Honor? When I went back there to talk to them, he wasn't brought up yet.
It says he has 3 cases, but it's really only 2.
Yes, he's only going to be seen on 2, but he does have that fugitive from justice warrant.
Okay.
on him,
Do you know where that's from?
Kentucky.
Kentucky?
And they're extraditing.
Okay.
Your Honor, just for the record, the state's offer in this case was a withhold credit time served on the Dwellis, as he has no prior Dwellises.
Yes, and I spoke with my client. He's willing to accept the state's offer and enter a plea of no contest. I went over his rights that he will be giving up, and he wants to accept the offer.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, could you repeat that for the interpreter? Did I miss something? Did you say something? I'm sorry, I did not hear.
I understand your position regarding if he's already been convicted of another crime, that he doesn't get a withhold on another. However, since this is an enhanceable offense, I didn't think it was appropriate to adjudicate him on his first one. I know he has other history from other states such as Kentucky, and they are extraditing him potentially on that charge. However, here in Florida, all he has is the cocaine and the petty theft. And since this is enhanceable, I didn't think it reasonable to adjudicate him on the first one. Is your hesitation because it's an 893 suspension due to the cocaine?
Yes, however, I reviewed the probable cause affidavit, and he was cooperative and honest.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'll accept the plea agreement. Please raise your right hand to be sworn.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, your attorney has informed the court that you wish to enter a plea of no contest or guilty today. Is that true?
Yes.
And you understand the rights you're giving up by doing this?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand as well that you're not getting out today because you have the out-of-county warrants, one from Kentucky and one from Polk. I think it's Polk County. You know that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me about the rights you're giving up?
No, ma'am. Other than it's just on the the traffic charge?
Right.
Yes, then no questions, ma'am.
All right, and you understand that if you're on probation anywhere, this plea could violate that probation? And if you're not a United States citizen, this plea could subject you to deportation?
Yes.
All right, at this time, how do you wish to plead to driving while license suspended?
No contest.
I'll accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily made. I'll withhold adjudication, give you credit for
2 days.
2 days in jail. I have to order that you pay court costs. I'll give you a year to pay them. Do you understand? You can't drive in Florida without a valid driver's license. All right, good luck, sir. You have 30 days to appeal in writing.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. On his 2 out-of-county warrants, they were 5,000, am I correct?
5,000 each count, but on the Kentucky, I don't have it.
Okay.
So I don't know if he even has a bond on that.
Okay.
Doesn't.
He doesn't.
Okay.
So he'll have to go back to Kentucky to answer for that.
Okay.
So I can make it, he has a year to pay from his release, from the date of release. All right. Good luck, sir.
Your Honor, Clay Slade Medical.
All right, that's 21 CT 1735. I'll appoint the public defender's office.
We'll waive, Your Honor.
It's a KPS counselor. He failed to appear for arraignment on a Dwellis charge. His bond is $1,000 on that. I think that's all I have this morning on him.
Jose Mejia, bonded.
And so did David Collins.
Yes.
All right, ma'am, tell me your name, please.
Robin Elaine Parker.
21 CT 2147 and 2153. You're here charged with DUI with a prior conviction and refusal to submit to a DUI test. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. There is probable cause in this case.
I don't have a prior conviction.
Hold on one moment.
Yes, ma'am. I've been judged charged before, but it was dropped. I'm not trying to argue or disagree.
No, I understand. I'm glad you said it. Does the state have the driving record or
Yes, Your
other
Honor.
proof?
I do see DUI school was completed back in 2011.
I got charged and I went to something for 2 days prior to the court date. But at the court date, it was dropped because of the officer went, oh, it doesn't matter why.
Okay, Your Honor, I do see the 2010 CT 14249 DUI. That was no prost.
All right. There is probable cause for a driving under the influence arrest.
Correct. Now, yes.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So there's probable cause for
I
that.
disagree with that. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Your bond will be $500 on count one, $100 on count two. You're not allowed to possess or consume alcoholic beverages or illegal drugs. You'll be subject to random drug and alcohol screens while you're out on bond.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't drive without a valid driver's license, you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are there any other conditions the state would request?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Yes.
May I please request, it's gonna be $200 with this bond, what it is, and my truck, I don't know where it is, and I couldn't even pay the ticket on the tag being bad. Is there any way I can get ROR? I am not violent, I'm actually was a CDL Class A truck driver prior to this. I have federal background check. I'm a good citizen. I volunteer at my church.
I understand, ma'am, but I don't think.
I have no way to bond out because everything I own is in my car and there's nobody that's gonna bond me out. I have no telephone numbers. If I could ROR, I can pay it back after I get out. I just have no debit card information, my son's telephone. I should know. I have no telephone numbers. There's no way I can bond out with the information I have on me right now. If I could get out and get to my truck, find
I
out where it
can't do
is.
that at this time, but what we'll do is, your attorney heard you. She can file a motion in front of the trial judge to reduce your bond,
And that's when.
whenever they get the motion filed.
But I'm paying for my truck to be impounded every day right now.
I understand, ma'am, but I'm not going to change it this morning.
Yes, ma'am. I
Good luck.
appreciate your time.
Yes, ma'am. I don't have the next ones. You have them.
I didn't even realize.
Yeah, let's keep going. Maybe we'll take a break in a little while.
Yeah.
I can't hear you, what? Yeah, I was thinking in a little bit. I have a 12 o'clock, so I don't know if we're gonna make it. Have you spoken with all of these individuals, Ms. George?
The offers that were given, yes, Your Honor.
Right, because this is all misdemeanor pleables? The next several?
Yes.
Please tell me your name.
McNeil Chris Saint.
All right, sir, you're here in case number 21MM1910, charged with trespass on property after warning. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. There is probable cause. Does the state have an offer?
Yes, Your Honor, it was an adjudication, credit time served, no return to the days in, located at 3300 OBT.
Your Honor, we would ask for an ROR. My client wants to fight this in the trial division.
Oh, all right.
Your Honor,
Let me look at your record.
Does
the state object?
No, Your Honor, the felony offenses that he has been arrested for were all no information. The robbery and the trafficking and the amphetamines, so no objection.
All right, sir, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. With special conditions, you're not allowed to return to the Days Inn at 3300 South Orange Blossom Trail. Do you understand? You can't go back there?
Yes, ma'am, but I also.
Can we, hold on, can we have one-time return with law enforcement, because I believe he still has his belongings there?
Yes, I'll allow a one-time return with law enforcement to gather your belongings, but you also can't have any contact with any of the witnesses in the case. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir. I think my pen is running out of ink, so we might have to take a break anyway. That's not my pen. Please tell me your name.
Samuel Hunter.
All right, Mr. Hunter, in 21MM1897, you're here charged with retail petty theft. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you.
Your Honor, in his case, we would just ask that you ROR him. The reason being is that he is incompetent with limited intellectual disability. Both of his other cases, I believe he's going to have to be reevaluated again because the last evaluation was in 2018, where they dropped the charges because he was incompetent. And I believe he still continues to be incompetent here today.
All right, what says the state?
All of his offenses are nonviolent offenses. The one he's on currently and the two that he is ROR and PTR'd for. Therefore, state has no objection. I believe he has no convictions due to both of the 2018 cases being null prostitute incompetence.
All right, sir, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance, but you're not allowed to go back to Rose's discount. Do you understand?
Okay.
All right, and I need you to stay in touch with your attorney, okay?
Yeah. When I get out like tonight, can I be able to go see her or it'll be too late?
You'll get out today.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And no action on the out on bond?
No action on the out on bond cases. Please tell me your name.
James Anthony Jones.
You're here in 21MM1912, charged with resisting an officer without violence. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. Counselor, did you wish to be heard?
Yes, sure. I spoke with the client. The state's offering adjudication of guilt, credit time served on his case. And he wants to accept the state's offer. I did go over all the rights he would be giving up, and he understood those rights.
All right, sir, raise your right hand to be sworn, please.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
All right, sir, your attorney just told the court that you want to enter a plea today. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you had a chance to talk to your lawyer. You understand the rights you're giving up by entering this plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for the court about the rights? You understand if you're on probation anywhere, this plea could violate that probation?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand if you're not a United States citizen, this plea could subject you to deportation?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, at this time, how do you wish to plead to the charge of resisting an officer without violence?
Contest.
I'll accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you guilty, give you credit for 2 days in jail. Sir, I have to order that you pay court costs. Do you have a job?
At this time, I'm going through the labor pool.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, correction, 1 day.
I'm sorry, you have 1 day credit. I'll give you credit for that. I'm going to reduce this to a lien.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck, sir. You have 30 days to appeal.
Miranda Lewis, medical.
21MM1907, trespass after warning. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office.
Your Honor, we'd waive.
All right, there is probable cause.
I don't have a history. I don't know if you do, but we would just ask for a ROR, Your Honor. I don't know if she has anything in her back.
Does the state object?
He has no history.
I see no history, so no objection, Your Honor. Just ask for a no return to the airport without a valid ticket.
All right, I'll release him on his own recognizance, no return to the airport.
Corey Andrea Bonded, Corey.
All right. Oh, sorry, that got caught.
That case I already filed a no information on, Your Honor.
Okay.
May I approach?
Yes, but I don't need it. She bonded, so. I mean, you can file it with the clerk, yeah. Please tell me your name, ma'am.
Serena Humphrey.
You're here because a KPS was issued for your arrest in 20MM7980 for 2 counts of battery that you failed to appear for a violation of probation status hearing. There is no bond authorized on that. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. Good luck, ma'am.
Yeah, I ain't getting no one.
Cindy Adams, He refused court.
All right, 21 CF 3223, I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent her.
Will waive, Your Honor.
There is probable cause, $1,000 on count 1, $100 on count 2. No illegal substances, no contact with any known drug dealers, and I'll revoke her out on bond cases.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'm a little bit behind. This is,
Cindy Adams,
okay, thank you.
I'm revoking both of her out on bond cases.
And staying the bonds?
Yes, no, it was 1,000 and 100.
Okay, thank you, I'm sorry.
Please tell me your name.
Shamik Anderson.
You're here because a capias was issued for your arrest, charging you with attempted first-degree murder with a firearm, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, resisting an officer without violence. So there's no bond on count 1, 4,000 bond on count 2, $500 bond on count 3. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victims, any co-defendants, or any witnesses in the case. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand what no contact means?
Yes, ma'am.
Even while you're in custody, you can't call on the phone.
Yes, ma'am.
You're not allowed to return to the scene of the crime. You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, a firearm, or ammunition. Good luck, sir.
Your Honor, next on.
My client would like to speak to you for a second.
Yes, sir.
I'm not know if you're aware, but this case is a 2-year-old case. And on the 1st of this month, they dropped the case. After 2 years, I had, on the original case, I had a bond from the beginning. And I bonded out and I fought the case from the streets for 2 years. Last week, they dropped the case. Then a week later, they refiled the case. So I don't understand why I wouldn't have a bond this time, but from the original time, I had a bond, no problem.
So because of the charge, the level felony it is, that's why you don't have a bond at this time. But let me ask the state if you can eliminate any of that for the court.
He was correct regarding, I did look into this case. It was dropped and refiled. 2-6. I believe it was dropped for potentially due to witness issues, I believe. I believe those issues have been resolved.
Due to what issues?
Witness issues.
Witness, I'm sorry, I could not understand that.
I believe, and they were key witnesses, and then I believe those witness issues were resolved, and that's why it was refiled. I also know a different ASA has taken over. So I believe one ASA dropped it, and then a new ASA got appointed and has resolved those issues. I believe that is the reason for the drop and refile. However, due to the charges, we would still ask for no bond.
I don't think I can give you a bond because of the level felony at this time. So what'll happen is, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. They can file a motion for a bond in front of the trial court, but it sounds like at this time, the state is still pursuing this case against you. So you want to talk to your lawyer as soon as possible.
But she did, the state, y'all do see that I had a bond from the original time, right?
Right, but because of the level felony with which you're charged at this time,
I haven't missed any court dates.
I know, I'm not saying you've missed anything. I just can't give you a bond here today on that. But your attorney can file a motion in front of the trial judge and get you a bond if they're so inclined. All right, good luck, sir.
Your Honor, I can't speak to whether or not he had a bond the first time. I don't see it in our system.
He may or may not, I don't know, but I can't do it at this time.
Understood.
Your Honor, Barry Cheney, bonded.
Please tell me your name.
My name is Bridget.
In case number 21MM1908, you're here charged with resisting an officer without violence. There is probable cause. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. Your bond on that charge will be $500. In case number 21CF3219, you're charged with trafficking in fentanyl, 4 grams or more, possession of cocaine with intent to sell or deliver, and possession of cannabis under 20 grams. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you in that case as well. There is probable cause in that case. Your bond will be $100,000 on count 1, $15,000 on count 2, and $500 on count 3. You're not allowed to possess or consume illegal substances or have contact with any known drug dealers. Do you understand? As to case 21 CF 3220, you're charged with fleeing or attempting to elude a police officer and driving while license suspended. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you in this as well. There is probable cause. Your bond will be $10,000 on count 1, $100 on count 2. Good luck, sir. Yes, sir.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm not really, so that mean I have a bond on all my charges now?
Yes, I gave you a bond on all of your charges.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good luck. Please tell me your name.
Indicate.
In case number 21 CF 2952, a warrant was issued for your arrest for unlawful sexual activity with certain minors. There's no bond on that. You're not allowed to have any contact with the alleged victim, even while you're in custody. Do you understand? You have to answer out loud.
Yes.
That includes you can't send a message through a friend or a family member. You understand that?
Yes. Is there any way I could try to get a bond for this?
Not today. Your attorney will have to file a motion. Additionally, I'm going to revoke your bond in case number 20 CF 13927. So your attorney will have to file a motion in both of those cases. Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Victoria Collins.
In case number 21 CF 3203, you're here charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I'm appointing the public defender's office to represent you. There is probable cause in this case. Your bond will be $3,500 on count 1, $150 on count 2. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means? I'm sorry, did you say yes? You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm, or ammunition. You're not allowed to return to 45 North Magnolia Avenue, the AT&T building. Do you live in that building? No? Okay, you're not allowed to return there. Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Jeffrey Allen Dempsey.
In case 21 CF 3211, you're here charged with petty theft, 2 prior convictions, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. There is probable cause in this case. Your bond will be $500 on count 1, $100 on count 2. You're not allowed to return to Walgreens. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
What says the state as to his out on bond case?
I do not believe it's filed on, Your Honor, so the state would ask that you take no action, given that that case is a nonviolent offense and he's currently sitting on a nonviolent offense.
At this time, I'll take no action on that case. Good luck, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please tell me your name.
William Mays Evans.
You're here in case 21 CF 3196, charged with possession of methamphetamine. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. There is probable cause in this case. Your bond will be $1,000. You're not allowed to possess or consume illegal substances, and you're not allowed to have contact with known drug dealers. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Michael Green.
You're here in case 21 CF 3197, charged with trafficking and MDMA, possession of cocaine with intent to sell within 1,000 feet of a school, possession of oxycodone, grand theft of a motor vehicle, and tampering with physical evidence. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. There is probable cause in this case. Your bond is $50,000 on count 1, $150 on counts 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're not allowed to possess illegal substances or have contact with any known drug dealers.
Your Honor, I would argue there's no PC for tampering with physical evidence.
Hold on, get close to the microphone so I can hear you.
I would argue there's no PC for tampering with physical evidence. It just showed that he threw the a bag in the car, is what I read. I didn't see anything else.
So
I missed it.
I thought that the tampering was the car keys. He ran and threw the car keys so that they couldn't get into the car where all the drugs were. And they had to go find the car keys. So I thought that was the tampering.
Oh, I thought it was the throwing of the object inside.
No, I think I agree with you on that, but
Okay.
where the accusation is that he ran and hid the car keys, and so they had to go searching for them in order to open the car to get the evidence. So that's why I found probable cause for tampering.
Okay. I'm sorry, Your Honor, could you give me those bonds one more time so I can write it down?
Yes, I'm keeping what's in the probable cause affidavit, so 50,000, and then all the rest are subsidiary bonds.
Thank you, Your Honor.
But I'm also going to revoke his bond in 19 CF 13345. It's another trafficking case, so while out on bond for trafficking, he's arrested for trafficking.
Thank
Good luck, sir.
Landry, you refuse court, Your Honor.
Wait, what about Hercule?
He's Creole, Your Honor.
Oh, he's Creole?
Yes.
Okay.
Landry.
Landry refused in case number 21 CF 3208, possession of fentanyl and trespass. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office.
We'll waive, Your Honor.
There is probable cause. I'm also going to revoke, so his bond will be $1,000 and $100. No return, no illegal substances, no contact with drug dealers. And I'm going to revoke in his out on bond cases. Please tell me your name.
Destiny Lefke.
You're here because a capias was issued for your arrest for failing to appear for a pretrial on a battery on a law enforcement officer charge in 20 CF 10224. There is no bond authorized on that capias. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. Good luck. Please tell me your name. In case number 21 CF 1434, a warrant was issued for your arrest for failure to update driver's license or identification card as a sexual offender. Another judge has already found probable cause. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. Your bond will be $15,000. As a sex offender, you must maintain your reporting requirements. Do you understand? All right, good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Katie Lovelace.
You're here in 21 CF 3228, charged with possession of cocaine and possession of alprazolam. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. There is probable cause in this case. Your bond is $1,000 on count 1, $150 on count 2. You're not allowed to possess or consume illegal substances or have contact with any known drug dealers. I'll also order you're not allowed to have any contact with the co-defendant. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
As to your out on bond case, I'm inclined to revoke it unless the attorneys can give me a reason not to.
Your Honor, it is she has a non-violent criminal history. I see only drug charges and petty theft. And we would argue that because the new charge is a non-violent offense, as well with 0 failures to appear, that you take no action on her out on bond case.
What says the state?
Just for the record, for the 20 CF 11904 case, we filed on the introduced contraband and possession of heroin and possession of drug paraphernalia on that.
What was the introduction, what was the contraband?
It was, one second, Your Honor. She had a baggie containing a white chalky substance and a brown powdery substance that were found within her person. It was a mixture of heroin and fentanyl. So it's the possession charges that are with the introduced contraband.
So she's out on bond for drug charges and gets arrested for new drug charges. I'm revoking your bond. Your attorney will have to file a motion. Good luck.
Your Honor, would you be inclined to at least increase as opposed to just holding her with no bond since she has a non-violent history? If you're gonna revoke, just revoke it, double the bond maybe. That way she's not being held here when I see only 1 felony, 2 misdemeanors, and 0 failures to appear.
Your Honor, state would agree, if you are inclined to revoke, to set a new higher bond.
But now there are 3 charges. All right, I'll revoke your bond. And your new bond will be $1,000 on count 1 and $150 on counts 2 and 3. Same conditions, you're not allowed to possess or consume illegal substances or have contact with known drug dealers. Do you understand? Good luck. And then B.
B.
Can we take a recess after him? Just a short one? Will that throw you guys off? All right. Please tell me your name.
Roy Edwin Manning.
You're here in 21 CF 3229, charged with possession of cocaine, possession of methamphetamine, possession of fentanyl, tampering with physical evidence, and possession of MDMA. There is probable cause. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Your bond is $1,000 on count 1, $150 on 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're not allowed to possess or consume illegal substances or have contact with any known drug dealers. You're not allowed to have any contact with the co-defendant. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you say yes? All right, good luck. If we could just recess for 7 minutes till 11:10, does that give everyone enough time to take a quick break?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right, court will be in recess. So you're calling, I don't do it? This is Judge Gibson. Can you hear me? Hello, is anyone on the line? All right, we're back on the record. It's 11:17.
Taylor May on behalf of the state.
Letitia George on behalf of the Office of the Public Defender.
Oh. I turned it off, but I can turn it back on. There we go. This is Judge Gibson. Do I have someone on the line?
Hi, good morning, Judge. This is the Creole interpreter.
Good morning. Have you been previously sworn today?
I have not.
Please raise your right hand.
Sure.
Do you swear to translate from Creole to English, English to Creole truthfully in these matters here today?
I do. Isabel DeRocher, court interpreter, Creole.
Thank you. This is case number 21 CF 3078. Sir, please tell me your name.
Monsieur Jean Relais, Kene Hercule.
Sir, you're here today because a warrant was issued for your arrest, charging you with 2 counts of sexual battery with a child, lewd and lascivious molestation with a victim under 18, and child abuse.
Que Monsieur Oula, jodi a, parce que te gen un mandat pour arrêter ou, parce que ou gen 2 accusations contre ou de attaque sexuelle sur un timoun, de conduite lubrique et lascive sur un timoun qui gen moins que 18 ans.
Another judge has already found probable cause. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
Bon, l'autre juge qui gen tan joindre gasser évidence pour accepter toute accusation sa yo, ma bonne défense publique pour représenter ou.
You'll have no bond on counts 1 and 2.
Pour premier et deuxième chef accusation, ou pas gagner aucune caution, ça moun y aurait les bonnes d'ici.
Your bond on count 3 will be $100,000.
Ou gain un bon de $100,000 sous troisième chef accusation.
Your bond on count 4 will be $150.
Sous quatrième chef accusation, bandou à $150.
You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means?
Ou pas capable gagner aucun contact ensemble avec victime. Est-ce que vous comprenez qui ça no contact la vle dit?
Oui, on connaît.
Yes, I know.
You can't send a message through a family member or a friend. You can't call her on the phone or contact her through social media. No contact at all.
Ou pas capable envoyer message avec un ami, ou pas capable relayer dans téléphone, ou pas capable quitter message pour lui, ou pas capable contacter dans les médias sociaux, dans Facebook avec bagarre comme ça. Vous comprenez? Zéro contact.
Et madame, moi, pas capable avec tout?
Pardon?
Et madame, moi.
And my wife. Can I speak to my wife?
No, not at this time. You're not allowed to have any contact with your wife.
Non, ou pas kounya, ou pas gen droit gen contact avec madame ou kounya.
You're not allowed to return to 4438 Malvin Hill Loop, Orlando, Florida.
Malvin, I'm sorry?
Malven is the street
thank
name.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
Ou pas capable retourner dans 4438 Malvin Road, dans Orlando, Florida.
Ok, c'est m'bande juge si qu'attendem tout, si l'attendem toujours dit am capable expliquer parce que m'scalé me connaît appelé innocent.
Well, I need for you to ask the judge if she can hear me because I also have things to say and I want to plead innocent.
Yes, I can hear you. Sir, at this time, we're not having an evidentiary hearing. Everything that you say is being recorded and can be used against you later.
Si Monsieur Kounia n'a pas fait une audience évidentiaire, c'est pas l'heure pour parler parce que tout ça ou dit enregistré et ça ou dit yo capable d'utiliser le contre ou même par après.
Let me ask, wait one moment. Let me ask your attorney if she has something she'd like to say on the record for the translator.
Di m'a demandé avocat s'il y a un bagage pour dire kounya sous dossier juridique.
Madam Interpreter, can you please advise my client that I suggest he not say anything about the facts of the case here today? It is being recorded and it will be used against him later.
Ok, monsieur, avocat d'où comme ça, pas dit rien sur rien à propos de cas, parce que tout bagage est enregistré ici, et il a utilisé tout ça ou dit jeudi par après contre ou même. Donc, avocat d'où paie.
You understand, sir?
Oui, me comprends.
Comprendre?
Oui, me comprendre, mais et avocat, la parole avec après pour le capable connaître traduire de qu'est-ce là?
Well, yes, I understand, but the attorney, is she going to come and speak with me afterwards so she can know what's going on?
Can you advise that the attorney assigned to his case will make contact with him and speak with him in regards to any defenses he has with his case?
Moun qui en charge de cas, avocat qui en charge de cas, a contacté ou et la parlé ensemble avec vous et la voix qui qualité de défense qui capable gain pour.
For now, I will allow you to return one time with law enforcement to gather belongings once you have a bond, but at this time, you still have no bond on counts 1 and 2.
Dit, pour le moment, ou pas gain bond dans premier et deuxième chef accusation qui compte tout, ou gain on bond, m'a permet de retourner la caillou en grande fois avec la police pour capable prendre tout affaire, pour capable prendre ça ou besoin. En grande fois.
You understand?
Vous comprenez?
Oui, m'entendez, mais ça m'a dit que c'est pour ça que vous mettez tout retourner en Haïti.
Well, that's what I'm going to say then, that they might as well send me back to Haiti.
Well, if you're not here legally, ICE might do that, but this court won't be doing that, sir.
Si ou pas ici, légalement, monsieur, ICE capable de faire ça, mais moi-même, moi pas faire ça.
Mais ça qui est important pour moi, qu'il faut attendre, parce que je ne suis pas innocent, je ne sais pas ce qui passe, je faut attendre pour expliquer pour
Well, that's why it's important for people to hear me, because I don't know what's going on. I'm innocent, and I need to know, I need for you to know what's going on.
So, sir, you can say anything you want to me today, but it will not change that there is probable cause for your arrest. That determination has already been made.
Monsieur, ou capable de dire ça ou vle bon moi jodia, mais bagay ça pas changer en rien. Yo gen tant décider que gen assez évidence pour yo accepter accusation qui compte ou même. Bagay yo pas changer.
Même temps, on connaît comment on fait évidence que moi, je pas jamais entendu, mais pas tant d'explications parce que je pas vraiment pas ça qui passé.
Well, I don't know because nobody ever heard me explain anything. I really don't know what's going on.
All right, a warrant was issued for your arrest. Let me have the...
Mettez un mandat pour yo arrêter.
Would you like me to provide a factual basis, Your Honor?
Yes, the state's going to put the factual basis on the record.
L'État a expliqué exactement qui sous papier accusation.
Ça vous mettre sur papier l'accusation, mais il faut attendre pour connaître est-ce que moi-même me fait vraiment parce que retire tout droit, pas capable à madame moi mourir là a pleurer et famille à tout le monde a pleuré et puis pour dire comme ça que me pas capable parler avec personne du tout.
Well, I understand what the state has to say, but nobody ever gives me a chance to explain what's going on. I need to be able to explain what's going on because I have no right now. I cannot talk to my wife. I cannot talk to anyone. My wife is at home. She is crying. My whole family is crying. I need to explain what happened.
Can you please advise my client that will happen? It's just not going to happen today here at this hearing. It's only for bond purposes. The attorney will meet with him and he can discuss everything, all of the facts about the case. And then at that point, they will be able to work out his best defense.
Okay. Avocat, d'où comme ça, monsieur? Kounya, c'est pas place pour expliquer bagay sa yo. Ou ap genyen chance pour expliquer tout bagay, ou ap genyen chance parler avec avocat. Avocat qui en charge de ka ou ap contacté ou, soit la prele, soit la vinwe ou ap genyen chance expliquer tout bagay par avocat. Mais Kounya, seul bagay que nous là, pour nous faire jodia, c'est pour bon ou caution, pour bon bond. Et puis, ça seulement. Avocat nous fait pour rester là.
Ok, dans combien de jours avocat après?
So how many days before my attorneys come and see me?
That's between you and your attorney. I don't know, sir.
Ça c'est ou même avec avocat qui a décidé bagarre ça, juge la pas connaît.
Ok. Dans combien de jours je vais un avocat?
Pardon?
Comment faire me communiquer avec avocat?
How am I going to communicate with my attorney?
They come to see you.
And the number's on
Y a
there.
been
Oh,
well.
the phone number's on the paper.
Gen un numéro de téléphone sous papier que y a bon numéro avocat yo.
Ok, comment je faire gagner accès pour moi parler avec avocat?
How am I going to get access to speak to my attorney?
To call.
Their phones, they have phones available where your house to call them.
Ok, après des
Yo gen un téléphone qui disponible côté y a kembe yo.
Ok. Après audience là, yo parle bonne possibilité me parler ensemble avec elle?
So after this, I'm going to have the possibility to go talk to an attorney?
Yes.
Oui.
Parce que si famille me pas attendre, il faut avocat me capable parler à eux pour qu'on combien pour capable pas affliger plus.
Because if my family cannot hear from me, then I need to speak to my attorney, and the attorney needs to tell them what's going on so they're not in more pain.
The number is on the green paper. Please advise him he's going to have to call that number and speak with an attorney, and at that point, they will be able to assist him.
Yo bon un papier vert, numéro avocat sous papier vert ça, ou besoin relais numéro qui sous papier a, et puis y a bon une chance pour parler avec avocat.
Ok, merci.
Ok.
Good luck, sir.
Bonne chance, monsieur.
I believe that's the only Haitian Creole we have. Is that right?
Yes.
Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Please tell me your name.
Stacey McDonald.
You're here because a warrant was issued for your arrest in case number 21 CF 3044, charging you with false and fraudulent insurance claim and grand theft. Your bond is $1,000 on count one, $500 on count two. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Hold on one moment. Do you have the date of the offense from the warrant, Counselor?
I can look it up real fast, Your
Wait,
Honor.
I just found it.
I was looking at the her out on bond case.
Yeah, I'm going to revoke your bond in case number 19 CF 16657 because the allegation in the warrant is those events took place after you were bonded out in the,
No, it didn't, ma'am.
it does in the warrant. So you bonded out in December of 2019. And then according to the affidavit in the warrant, these events took place in May of 2020. Therefore, I'm revoking your bond. Good luck.
And for the record, Your Honor, we filed 4 counts in that case, not just the one.
The sexual activity with a minor?
Yes, 4 counts of that, Your Honor.
I'm revoking all counts.
Your Honor, Jerry Moody, mental health.
21 CF 3224, I'll appoint the public defender's office.
We'll waive, Your Honor.
All right, there's probable cause, Counselor. His bond is $1,000 on count one. I'm going to make it $500 on count one, $100 on count two. He's not allowed to return or have contact with any victims or witnesses.
You said $100 on count 2?
Yes. Please tell me your name. You're here because a capias was issued for your arrest in case number 20 CF 3339. The charge is human trafficking for commercial sexual activity of a child under the age of 18 years old, deriving support from the proceeds of prostitution and unlawful use of a two-way communications device. I'm going to change that bond.
Yes, Your Honor. State was going to ask for no bond, that's to count 1.
Yeah, your bond on count 1 is none. Your bond on count 2 is $150. Your bond on count 3 is $150. You're not allowed to have any contact with any of the victims or witnesses in this case. Do you understand? You're not allowed to have contact with any minor child under the age of 18. Do you understand?
My son?
No. No contact with any minor child under the age of 18 at this time. Your attorney can file a motion in front of the trial judge to change that order. Do you understand? Good luck, sir.
I think the judges just overlook it, just like sign things, you know? That's what I said.
Good morning, sir. Please tell me your name.
Reginald Ogden. Good morning, Judge.
You're here in case number 21 CF 3221, charged with possession of cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and resisting an officer without violence. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'm sorry?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. There is probable cause of this case. Your bond will be $1,000 on count 1, $100 on count 2, $100 on count 3. You're not allowed to possess or consume illegal substances or have contact with any known drug dealers. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Monday, I'm slated to go into the Veterans Administration. I'm a veteran. I'm slated to go in the VA domiciliary program. They have me coming in on Monday. They had a bed. I had to wait for a bed to get open. But I had 8 years clean prior to 3 weeks ago. So I had
Your Honor, would you be inclined not to take any action on his out on bond case? It is a nonviolent offense.
Yes, ma'am.
And he is a military veteran. And as he just stated, he's slated to have a bed with the VA. And he obviously needs to get treatment.
Yes. So I'm already.
She's asking you not to talk about the facts of the case.
You can talk about.
Is there something you wanted to say that's not the facts of the case?
No. I just wanted to say that, yeah, they've already opened the bed for me to get in on Monday, so.
Where is that?
At the VA at Lake Nona?
It's in Lake Nona?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, we also have not filed charges on that case yet, so given that we haven't filed charges and his willingness to get treatment, they would also ask that you take no action, or if you are inclined to revoke, we ask that you set a new or lower bond.
I'll not revoke your bond on that case, sir.
On what case?
I believe he was out on PTR.
Yes, I
Oh,
was.
I'm not going to revoke your pretrial release. I'll let it stay.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Hold on a
I
second.
promise, I had 8 years clean, and I don't want to go into the reasons what
Right.
happened, because I know I don't want to waste your time.
It's not a waste of my time, but what you're saying here today is being recorded and can be used against you later. And so that's why your attorney's asking you not to go into the facts.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to post this bond? Will you make it out?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you.
Please tell me your name.
Five, Pate.
In case number 19 CF 12884, a capias was issued for your arrest for failing to appear on a possession of controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia. There's no bond authorized on that. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. In 19 CF 15664, another capias was issued for your arrest for failing to appear on a charge of possession of controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, petty theft, 2 prior convictions. Again, there's no bond. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. In case number 21 CF 3215, you're charged with possession of fentanyl, possession of a controlled substance, giving a false name, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I do find probable cause exists. Your bond will be $1,000 on count 1, $150 on counts 2 and 3, and $100 on count 4. I don't think that's right. I think count 3 is also $100.
So do you want to make it $100?
Yes, it's $100. You're not allowed to possess or consume illegal substances or have contact with any known drug dealers. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck. Please tell me your name.
Angela Sanders.
In case number 21 CF 1096, a warrant was issued for your arrest for sale and delivery of cocaine and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Yes. Yes. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
I was trying to catch it.
Sorry, yes, I was trying to move it and just threw it on the ground.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, a warrant's been issued for your arrest for sale and delivery of cocaine and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. That means another judge has already found probable cause. Your bond is $7,500 on count 1, $1,000 on count 2. You're not allowed to possess or consume illegal substances or have contact with any known drug dealers. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
In case number 19 CF 14644,
Your Honor, in that case, she's currently in PTD level 2. I did look at the notes, and it looks like she's just trying to finish the financial aspect of it until that case would potentially be dropped if she did do the financial aspect. For that reason, the state's asking that you take no action. This new case won't necessarily preclude her from that PTD level 2. It's not, PTD level 2 is just the drug diversion one, where she has to pay the cost and do the 4-hour course. Per the notes, it looks like she's already done the 4-hour course. So since it's just the level 2, it likely will not be revoked.
And Your Honor, I will point to the fact that my client is employed full-time. And
Where?
The sugar factory.
sorry, I wasn't stopping your argument. I just wanted to know where.
And it shows that her last failure to appear was in 2013. She only has one. And for that reason and the reasons that the state has stated, we would ask that you take no action.
I'm going to revoke her bond. I appreciate all the arguments, but while she's out on bond for possession of cocaine, a warrant is issued for her arrest for sale of cocaine, 56 grams of cocaine.
Yes, Your Honor. However, if you're going to revoke, we would just ask that you double her bond amount, and because it looks like she's already, it's only financial for the completion of her out on bond case. So if you double that bond amount, she's cooperating to get the case resolved. As opposed to holding her at no bond, she'll lose her job, and she does have children.
What are the conditions of bond this court can place on her that will stop her from, again, possessing and/or selling cocaine? While she's out on bond for cocaine, she's selling cocaine.
Your Honor, again, revoking and increasing the bond amount.
Perhaps PTD is not being successful in this case.
And if, from what I'm seeing, Your Honor, it doesn't show a history of any type of violence.
Her last convictions were for delivery of cocaine.
Right, Your Honor, a nonviolent offense.
I understand it's not violent, Counselor, but it's the exact same offense. It's selling cocaine, delivering cocaine, possessing cocaine, delivering cocaine. So no conditions of bond that any court has placed on her to date have been able to stop her from possessing and/or selling cocaine. So what's a condition of bond I can place on her? More money isn't going to do it.
Well, Your Honor, the only one that I saw that she picked up a new charge on while she was out on bond is this case, the 2015
Right,
case.
but, so her last conviction was for sale of cocaine, right? She was delivering cocaine. Then she was arrested for possessing it. While out on bond for possessing it, she's arrested for selling it. That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing over and over again. So while she's out on bond, the bond isn't enough.
Okay.
What would be enough to stop her?
Your Honor, I believe she's also on probation for that sale and delivery of cocaine case.
Oh, you're right, she's on state probation.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's not gonna matter.
Is there a violation of probation coming?
Pull your mask up.
Not that I see, Your Honor.
It's this,
One hasn't been forthcoming yet.
Because what she,
it's the same charge from what she's telling me.
it's the same charge. It just, I didn't do the 4-hour class, so they reopened my case. I told the judge when I went to court, I had to get a job because I have a newborn baby. So I got the job, I was trying to make payments, but every time I try to make payments, it's something going on with my baby. I'm the only one taking care of her. When I go to work, my 10-year-old sister watch her while I go to work. That's who have her right now while I'm in here. But the officer that brought me here last night, he came back and said he talked to my PO, so there's no violation. That's why he took the hold off from the violation and did the pretrial. I had a pretrial hold.
All right, at this time, I'm going to take no action on your out on bond case because I'm looking at the date of the alleged incident and the date of your out on bond case. Good luck.
Thank you.
Please tell me your name.
Gregory Sessler.
You're here in case number 21CF2825 because a warrant was issued for your arrest, charging you with attempted homicide, 2 counts. There's no bond. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victims or any witnesses in the case. Do you understand? Even while you're in custody, you can't have contact with the victims. You understand? All right, you're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm, or ammunition, and you're not allowed to return to the scene. Did I appoint the public defender?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
I am appointing you. Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Timothy Schmickel.
You're here in 21CF3194, charged with aggravated battery and trespass on property after warning. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. There is probable cause. Your bond is $3,500 on count 1, $500 on count 2. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. Do you understand? You understand what no contact means? You're not allowed to return to the Doubletree Hotel. Do you have any belongings there?
No.
I'm sorry?
No, they were collected.
All right. You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm, or ammunition. Are there any other conditions the state would request?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
All right, good luck, sir.
Jeffrey Taylor, bonded.
Yes, sir. Please tell me your name. In case number 21CF3226, you're here charged with possession of synthetic cannabinoids. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. There is probable cause in this case. Your bond is $1,000. You're not allowed to possess or consume illegal substances or have any contact with any known drug dealers. Do you understand? In case number 20CF11433, a warrant was issued for your arrest for failure to report or check in within 30 days on your sexual offender reporting requirements. Sir, you understand that as a registered sex offender, you must maintain those reporting requirements?
Yeah, when I got out last time.
Hold on, I'm not asking you to defend your case right now, and everything you're saying can be used against you. It's being recorded. I just want to make sure you understand that you have to maintain those requirements. Do you understand that? Okay. I'm going to give you a bond on that charge, but what you'll want to do is talk to your attorney about any defenses you think you'll have. All right? Okay. Your bond is going to be $10,000, and you must maintain those reporting requirements. You understand?
Why the bond so high, man?
That's the bond that I usually set for sex offenders who don't maintain their reporting requirements.
Your Honor, if you look, I believe he's transient. It was for him being homeless. So I understand you normally set it. If you'll be inclined to lower it a little, normally I wouldn't ask, but I know he's homeless.
Your Honor, he was just released from DOC in August 2020, and he has a fairly lengthy conviction history.
Yeah, what I'm looking at is it looks like the convictions I show are burglary of an occupied dwelling, battery, sex offense against a child, extorting or threatening witnesses, aggravated stalking, aggravated assault, aggravated battery, sex offender violation, cyber stalking, murder.
I understand, Your Honor.
That's why.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Here you go. Here you go.
Your attorney can file a motion to reduce your bond. Okay, I believe you, sir. I don't have all of your information. I have an Sir, look at me.
I don't have no murder charge, ma'am.
I understand what you're saying. I believe you.
I'm saying I have a murder charge. I don't have that.
Listen, I have an abbreviated criminal history for you. That's all I have.
So right now in this courtroom, you telling me in the courtroom that I have a murder charge and I've never been arrested for murder. That's what you telling me.
No, sir.
That's what you just said.
I looked at what I have, which is an abbreviated criminal history. It says murder. You're telling me you don't have a murder charge. I believe you.
This is crazy, man.
All right.
Whitley Christie, bonded.
What about Janelle Warren?
Oh, Warren is right here, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. This is case number 20 CF 13349. Is your name Mr. Warren? All right, a capias was issued for your arrest for failing to appear for arraignment on 3 charges of failure to redeliver hired or leased personal property. Each of those counts has a $2,000 bond. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you, and I'll take no action on his out on bond case at this time. Good luck, sir.
I got a bond?
You do.
Here you go.
We have Williams, downtown court.
So what does that mean? They're not here? Or they're
They're down-
in another courtroom?
Downtown.
Oh. All right, well, this is 20 CF 7197. I'll appoint the public defender's office.
We'll wait, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
It's a-
he was time served on that case as of today at 10:38.
She was?
I'm so sorry. Yes, she was. So it's already closed out. She's
All
going
right.
to be released.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Please tell me your name.
Daryl Anthony Young.
In case 21MM1891, you're here charged with possession of cannabis under 20 grams. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. There is probable cause. Your bond is $500. You're not allowed to possess or consume illegal substances or have contact with any known drug dealers. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
In case number 2014 CF 10595 KO, a capias was issued for your arrest for failing to appear. The charge is conspiracy to traffic in cannabis more than 25 pounds but less than 2,000 pounds, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. There's no bond authorized on that capias. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Jomiko Denson.
In case number 2018 CF 10289, you're here because it looks like you violated your probation by failing to live without violating any law by committing the criminal offense of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. A warrant was issued for your arrest.
If it's possible, could I get a bond or something because
Hold on, I'm looking right now to see if there's any bond on that.
Because I got 15 days to get out my place.
Hold on one second, I don't see it. I've got to find it. This warrant was issued by another judge. I'm sorry, there is no bond authorized on that warrant, so your attorney is gonna have to file a motion in front of the trial judge. Good luck, ma'am.
So what about the first one?
Wait, there's two.
Because I have a bond on that one.
Hold on, let me find it. I have 18 CF 10289, that's the VOP, and then 21 CF 3092.
She was seen on that 21 case, Your Honor, yesterday with you. She has a $2,000 bond.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't have that one.
Yeah, but
Okay, yeah, you have a bond on that one, but not on the VOP. So you can't bond out because of the violation of probation.
Okay, and how long would that take? Because I have like 15 days to get out my place.
You need to tell your attorney that. They've got to file a motion in front of the judge who's hearing that violation of probation. But I have no idea how long that will take.
So what is the 2 holes for?
You have one case with a $2,000 bond and one case, it's a violation of probation with no bond. So you have 2 cases.
So that's the holes?
Are there other holds?
the hold was the VFOSC hold, where we had to wait for her probation officer to
Okay.
see if they wanted to violate her, and they violated her. They put that charge on you.
So there, that hold is essentially gone because now you have a violation of probation.
Okay, so what about the other hole?
I don't know about another hold.
Hold.
So it was only just one?
It's just one, which is the VFOSC hold, and then now you have the VOP on you with a no bond.
So there's no hole?
No other holds, right.
You have a no bond, so you can't get out of jail.
I know that, but when they looked me up, it said 2 holes.
Maybe it was the add-on fingerprint hold when they added on that extra charge on you, but now it's gone because they added it on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Please tell me your name. I'm sorry, what?
Lisa Dyke.
In case 21 CF 3227, you're here charged with driving while license suspended as a habitual offender and providing false identification to a law enforcement officer. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. There is probable cause in this case. Your bond is $2,500 on count 1, $100 on count 2. You can't drive without a valid license, you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Can I say something?
You can, but everything you're saying is being recorded and can be used against you later.
Okay, I had hired a lawyer. Her name is Jaya. I talked to her last week on Friday. She told me that she put a motion in for my license and it was granted by the judge that I was granted my license back and then the habitual was taken away. So that's why I didn't understand why that's still on me.
I don't know anything about that, and the judge can't give you your license.
No, he took away the habitual offender.
Can't do that.
She said she.
That's not something that the judge can do either.
Oh.
So
I would have.
you'll have to talk to your lawyer about it, but I won't appoint the public defender's office then, because I don't think I understand what you're saying. But at this point, I'm not saying the state can prove this beyond all reasonable doubt. I'm saying there's probable cause for your arrest. That's all. So talk to your attorney about that, because if you think that your license isn't suspended habitually, then your attorney needs to bring that to the state's attention.
Yes, ma'am.
In case number 19 CF 11492, a warrant was issued for your arrest for violating your probation, for getting arrested for the offense of driving while license suspended.
Yeah, that's what
And-
I'm talking about, that she put the motion in, the one that I had got arrested for my VOP for driving the first one. That's what she put the motion in for.
I don't know anything about that. Another judge issued a warrant for your arrest, so I can't change another judge's warrant. So he authorized a bond of $5,000 on that warrant, so you have a bond on the VOP and the new law violation, but I can't change his warrant.
Okay.
As to case number 20 CF 14644, it says you're out on bond for a driving while license suspended as a habitual offender.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I thought she put the motion in for. That's the one that she was supposed to do, that she told me that the judge granted that I'm not habitualized anymore.
I don't know.
I'm checking.
I'm inclined to revoke your bond on that.
I just talked to her. She told me that the judge granted that I'm not habitualized. Her name is Jaya.
I'm going to revoke your bond. You're going to have to call your attorney about that. I don't have access to that information. You have to talk to your attorney about it. She can file a motion for you. Good luck, ma'am. Please tell me your name.
Curtis Maurice Liller.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Curtis Maurice Liller.
Sir, you're here in case number 18 CF 6955. A warrant was issued for your arrest for violating your probation by failing to make a full and truthful report to your probation officer and changing your residence without getting the probation officer's permission. There's no bond authorized on that warrant. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Michael Marshall.
In case number 17 CF 21283, a warrant was issued for your arrest out of Brevard County for a violation of drug offender probation for sale or delivery of cocaine. There's no bond authorized on that. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you, and we'll notify them that you're here so that they can transport you. Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Hi, I'm Isaac McGlamory.
In case number 211925CT, a warrant was issued for your arrest out of Palm Beach County for failing to appear on a DUI charge. Your bond is $400. We'll notify them that you're here, but if you're able to post that, you can get out.
$400?
Hold on. It says it's in the wrong place. It's 4,000. Thank you. The zero is in the wrong place. It's a $4,000 bond. So if you can post that, you can get out. All right, good luck. Please tell me your name.
Zaire Robinson, ma'am.
You're here because a warrant was issued for your arrest out of Seminole County in case number 202398MM for failure to appear on pretrial conference for a petty theft. The bond is $1,500. We'll notify them that you're here.
I have a bond.
You have a bond.
Okay, thank you.
You're gonna take no action, Your Honor, his out on bond?
You said his bond was 1,500. Who was this? Robinson?
Yes,
You said it's 1,500 or 4,000?
1,500.
Oh, ma'am. Do I have two bond, different charge, like,
Hold on, I'm trying to figure this out.
please?
There's only one bond in that case. I'm going to take no action on his out on bond case here. Good luck, sir.
So do I have a bond, ma'am, or no?
Yes.
You do.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Please tell me your name.
Carolina Zapata.
You're here because a warrant was issued for your arrest out of Brevard County in case number 20 CT 32669.
Yeah.
It's reference a violation of probation on a DUI. Your bond is $5,000. We'll notify them that you're here, but you have that bond, so you're able to bond out. As to your out on bond case, I'm going to take no action on that. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, is the state ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Luches, 21797.
That is a premature ROR motion. The 33rd is on 321.
All right, then I'll deny it at this time. Grant, 21 CF 1947.
It was filed this morning, Your Honor.
Vargas, 21 MM 437.
It was filed yesterday.
And Your Honor?
Yes.
We had a 33-day motion, I want to say on the 17th, that you denied. However, there was no information filed on that case. And I have the order, and the state could tell you more about it, because we talked about it.
So, I think, 17th or 18th, one of the two, I believe. I received correspondence from our office saying that it was filed and walked over to the clerk's office with a number. I told the court that it was filed, given all the correspondence my office gave to me. Ms. George reached out to me yesterday because the PD that is on that case didn't see an information. I reached out to our intake unit, asking them what was going on with it. They told me that it was walked over to the clerk's office. It looked like an error. So that's what I told Ms. George yesterday. The intake supervisor did more research last night and called me and said that it was actually our error, that it apparently someone said that they walked it over, but it actually wasn't walked over. So they immediately ran it over yesterday and got it clocked as in yesterday, which would be the 18th. I believe the 33rd was on the 17th. So it actually is late, and the information was not filed on his 33rd day.
And I have the case number, Your Honor, and I have the order. If you would be inclined to.
Well, you need to put the case number on the record, so the record's clear.
Case number 2021 CF 1761. AO, it's the state of Florida versus Christopher Jara.
And what are you asking the court to do?
I would ask the court grant the 33-day motion, as the state has just indicated that no information was filed on 3/17 when it was heard before the court.
Yes, Your Honor, it was a mistake on the state's behalf.
Thank you, Counselor. All right, at this time, I'll grant the motion. Any other business before court is adjourned for the day?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh.
On Edward Peter Wallace, just for the record, I did some research on him. He was charged with a first-degree murder charge back in June of 2011. So I just want to apologize on behalf of the defendant that you weren't wrong.
Thank you.
I saw it on there, but.
Court will be adjourned.